If you could have written a note to the younger James O'Connor, the younger yourself, what might you have told yourself?
Probably not to be so trusting, to be honest. I think I can be very, because I'm so honest, I think, you know, my earlier years, I just expected everyone to share that honesty. There was a couple of instances maybe people weren't quite as honest as they should have been, and been taught a few lessons, so probably not to be so trusting early on.
Where do you see the future of soccer in the United States?
I see nothing but exciting things, I really do. I think when you look at the growth already in the league, you look at the potential for the athletes here that can go on and play soccer. I think it's a really exciting time for this country. I think US soccer is trying to develop the game and develop coaching, so I think, you know, in the next 10 years it's definitely on an upward trend.
And would you say it's the same with the female component of soccer as well? Female teams?
Definitely. I mean, the female teams are arguably a little bit ahead. They've won the World Cup, you know. So you look at the women, you think
you're like, hey,
they're slightly ahead. It's like, yeah.
Don't knock it.
No, I think that's something that's great here. I think it's, you know, there's a real line for girls and for ladies to be able to go and have the same opportunities as men. I think it's really important.
Now, and I read in your bio several of the certificates you have through coaching soccer. How hard is that to do? What was that experience like? Because not every player wants to be a coach. I thought maybe you wanted to speak to that for some of the players that might watch the show.
It's hard. I mean, it's taken, you know, to gain the qualifications, it's probably taken me about 6 years. I think it's probably the equivalent of a master's degree in soccer. The UEFA qualifications are longer, probably a little bit more intense. The American Federation, US Soccer, has now just started the US Pro license, so that'll be great for all the coaches here. But again, it's a lot of hard work, a lot of time, and a lot of dedication needed, so you need to be serious about it.
That's amazing. Now, do you have to have been a player to actually even sit for those coaching certificates or what have you?
The English FA, it took me 2 years to get on the pro license. I'd completed my A and I was desperate to get on it. And you know, because I was so young, they kept sort of just putting me off, and I was saying, well, you know, you can't be just sort of saying, you know, because of your age, you know, it should be a case that, you know, I'm adequate to get on the course, and eventually they let me on. So
that's great.
Yeah, it's.
Now, you had mentioned, we had talked about previously, a nickname that you had received called Ginge, I think.
Yeah.
How did that come about? Tell the story of that.
So I went on trial at Stoke City. I would have been 16, and Tony Lacey, the U coach, said, "Oh, Ginge," and it's managed to stick. So it was incredible, and that stuck with me right the way through my whole playing career.
Wow.
You know, I don't allow the players to call me Ginge, but
right.
when I was playing, that was the nickname. Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
So knowing what you know now, and you're still in the middle of your career, and it's still on the way upward trajectory, I would think.
I hope so.
Anything you do differently, knowing what you know now?
I don't know. I mean,
you don't have to name names, just.
No, I mean, I think I'm still, if I'm being honest, I'm still stung by the fact we get to the Eastern Conference final and we lost on penalties. I think, you know, 2 years we've been in the Eastern Conference final and we've been unfortunate. So I think, you know, I'm still chewing on that game, to be honest. I feel as if last season, I feel as if we didn't really get what we deserved. I thought the players were exceptional. I really did. And I thought when I look back, I don't feel as if we were given the reward that we deserved. So it just stokes the fire for next year, that's for sure.
Yeah.